Andrew Hawk is tired of people who refuse to curb their dogs, people who refuse to pick up after their dogs after they poop on sidewalks or in front yards, what have you. And so he decided to take matters into his own hands and investigate this. So he camouflaged himself, hid behind some bushes, and took images of people as they walked by and allowed their dogs to poop in the streets, and then they didn't clean it up. He then takes these images to a local police department, and then the police department investigates it. Now, his page on Facebook, where he basically outs people, has more than 1,200 members who are equally as fed up with the plight of dog mess. Hawk has been advised by police that he should have minimal contact with the offenders, that he should maybe just take the pictures as evidence and then be on his way. Now, here's a quote from him. He says, "There will be no risk of getting it wrong with this method. And if the footage is clear, it can be posted on this and other forums for identification purposes. If it is suitable and the persons are caught, I will post it immediately." All right, I feel like this is a really bad idea because at some point, someone's gonna know that he's hiding in the bushes and he's taking pictures of them and someone might get violent. I get that this is an annoying thing. I live in West Hollywood where everyone has a little dog and almost no one picks up after their dogs. It is the biggest pain in the ass and I wish that there was a better solution. But I don't like vigilante justice like this. I don't like taking pictures of people and then outing them on the internet because I think that it could incite violence. I think that it could lead to a violent incident if someone catches him. And it's just overall a bad idea. There has to be a better solution. That's my point. Hannah, what do you think? Make your point.
He needs to get a hobby. That's it. Period. Point. Done.
Love it. Sandra, make your point.
Okay, he took his vacation time to do this. Like, he literally left his work and for over a week just hung out to do this. So I think this guy, yes, totes needs a hobby. Also, probably a girlfriend.
Yes.
But I went to his Facebook page and I couldn't find any actual pictures. I think he's just a really weird local that's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and it's kind of like lovable, like, aw, Uncle Bob, that guy. The end.
Yeah. Well, if you could police a public activity, which activity would it be? Hannah.
It would be people being rude. That is my biggest pet peeve. I don't like when people are mean in the grocery stores. I don't like when people are mean on the streets. I just be nice, especially early in the morning. Like, I don't understand why you're so angry about this early. Just chill out. Like, we're all trying to go to work. We're all in the same boat. Like, you don't need to be rude. You don't need to be honking and being crazy and things like that. I wish there was you had to give $1 every time you were rude, and then I would be rich.
Sandra, what about you?
When people stop in the flow of traffic, when you're
So
walking.
you're a road rager.
walking. Like, you know when you're leaving a theater and someone stops right after the exit? That, like, if it were a fire, everyone would die. Like, move through the doorway and then go 10 feet to your right or your left. Don't stop and check your phone, talk to your friend, because everyone behind you is like, I hate you.
Oh yeah, and it could be a serious public safety issue because if people are like walking, and let's say you're like looking to the side and you're walking while someone in front of you stops to check their phone, you're gonna like run into them, and then don't bump into people in public places because they get really rowdy about it. They think that it's like a personal, but accidents happen, right? So I totally hear you on that. My answer is actually similar, but it has to do more with the flow of vehicle traffic. So sometimes there'll be a pedestrian who's jaywalking, and then cars will like stop immediately, even when they don't necessarily need to. The pedestrian will be like in a center divider or something. Don't stop in the middle of the street because oftentimes what happens, one lane will stop and then the next lane won't stop, and that actually puts the pedestrian in more danger, right? First of all, don't jaywalk, especially with a street that has a center divider. Go to a crosswalk. Don't jaywalk. It's a bad idea. But yeah, there's been incidents where I almost ran people over because they're jaywalking and then one lane stopped, but I didn't realize what was going on and I kept driving. So keep that in mind. That's what I would police. I'd also police the police because they need policing.
And then there's that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, tell us what you think. Which public activity would you want to police? And also, what do you make of this story? Do you think that dog poop is a serious issue and this guy's handling it correctly, or do you think he's going overboard? We love hearing from you. Comment in the section below, and we'll see you soon.